top of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you're feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready, ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to coverage of the POWRi 410 9-Wing Sprint Series. Tonight is round number 3. We're live on iRacing on LSRTV. Back after a week last Thursday night of calling playoff state North Carolina basketball. I'm back here with you, Wesley Outland, and we're ready to bring this thing to you as we're at Fairbury American Legion Speedway, located in the land of Lincoln, Danbury, Illinois. This is going to be a fun time. I've been to Falls before. The awesome race. You think of the Prairie Dirt Classic, and this is just one of these cool racetracks that it's just fit for sprint cars. Right now, practice is ongoing. It is about to wrap up, and then we'll go into a quick qualifying session. Qualifying will then put us into our racing format, and if you're new to the POWRi 410 non-wing dirt series here on iRacing on LSRTV. Let's paint the picture for you. Bottom left of the monitor with all the details in the 411 presented by LSRTV. Practice session ongoing now. There's 8 minutes left to go. Understanding with about 1 minute remaining on the clock, they're going to quickly go in there qualifying. Long qualifying sessions, you'll see a couple of cars, give or take, or time or two. We'll highlight them. Then we'll move into the heat races. Correction, I'm understanding we're in qualifying right now, so my apologies. They actually have already practiced. We're in the long qualifying session right now, so qualifying is ongoing, and then that will set the lineup for heat races. B mains if necessary, including a C main, D main, depending on car mount count, and then 40 laps around Fairbury. This is going to be fun. That's your race information. Bottom right of the monitor is the weather conditions. Look at the weather here, and look at it. 65, air temp, track temp 63, wind speed, nice. It's cloudy. I know it says mostly cloudy. It's cloudy, okay? Not mostly, not partly. It's cloudy. It's cloudy, and you can see it, and it's going to make it interesting. I think it's going to cause the track to take some time to rubber up a little bit quicker than with the sun bearing down on it. So it's going to give a lot of tacking and moisture in the facility, virtual here tonight. And we should have a fun race. We're qualifying. We're going to step away and thank our sponsors, and we are going to get this party started like it says. We're ready. iRacing, LSRTV, and our coverage is back with the 410 non-wing sprints on the dirt with POWRi when we return.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
For the LSRTV, feel the roar in Daytona as the field comes to green at the world's center of racing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to Fairbury. Thursday night, round 3 of the POWRi esports coverage of the 410 non-wing sprints. On behalf of course, Keith Bradley, the promoter, Charles Wooten, Jeff Stabnow, everybody in the production truck for Rocket Media, we're ready to go. Qualifying is about to commence. It's actually already done for, and we're getting ready to get the field lined up for those heat races here in just a couple of moments. As right now, I can tell you, unofficially, Jacob Denny is the fast qualifier in practice. In the qualifying, he turned 11:69 for Jacob Denny. Greg Lamey Jr. was 11:79. Logan Rumsey was third with a 11:82. But again, that means absolutely nothing, as these drivers will have to come back here and now do heat races. Those heat races, again, as I mentioned, will set the lineup for the rest of tonight's program. Possibly 3-4 heats. Right now, I'm understanding we got 29 cars that are signed in and entered the race here tonight. For round number 3, they're ready to go, and we're excited to bring it to you. I love Fairbury. I love the American Legion Speedway. It's an exciting place. You think of the Prairie Dirt Classic. You think of when the Hell Tour and the Summer Nationals modifieds and late models come here. It's normally a traffic jam for those cars working their way around the racetrack. But there's just something about this facility when it hosts midgets and sprint cars and the non-wings at that. And this is definitely not going to disappoint for just iRacing as well. This is going to be an exciting event. Now, I will tell you one of the things you got to try to pay attention to on the broadcast, the camera angles, okay? Sometimes we might reference, of course, the words slide jobs, crossovers, in the cushion, in the fluff, catfishing on the bottom. Some of those analogies, as I said, I use as a dirt race announcer, we'll use here in the broadcast tonight. But also the camera angles for the flag stand and around the racetrack. There's sometimes, unless they've updated the cameras, but in the past times I've done races here at Fairbury, sometimes turn number 2 might look like the start-finish line. And then, of course, the reason being is there's actually 2 press towers that are at Fairbury American Legion Speedway in real life. And in addition to that, it does kind of play tricks with you. And the flag stand is right there coming off of turn number 4. But again, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. As right now, I'm understanding we're less than a minute away from getting these heat races started. A fun time. This racetrack is located right in downtown Danbury, Illinois. And the Fairbury American Legion Speedway is just truly an awesome racetrack. If you've never been there in real life, you need to plan it on your schedule. It's just a phenomenal facility. It's like literally across the road from the track is a restaurant, a small little country restaurant, and a Walmart shopping center. And then, of course, literally there's a bank. I think it's the Pontiac Town Bank, I think is what they call it. And it's like a mile down the road. And there might be a couple other mom and pop shops around, but this is a community racetrack, and their racetrack for this facility at Fairbury is based off community. And it is so cool that we will carry memories and years and decades to come on iRacing, having this track blueprinted and to be a part of a staple with the virtual program for years and decades to come, as I mentioned. All right, I'm understanding we're switching things up, and we're ready to go heat races now. You see the word greeting. There's going to be 3 heat races. We got 29 cars. We have 3 heat races, so we're going to do 3 heats. I believe it's 8 laps each. Top 5 transfer into the show, and then possibly there might be a C main. Couple of cars from the back of the B main and the C main. C main, you transfer, you win, you go to the B main. B main will take 4 from there, and that'll set your 24 car field for tonight. So there you know the alphabet soup. We're ready to go. Heat race number 1 at Falls on the pole. Jacob Denny, fast qualifier on the pole in the 61J to the outside. Trevor Royer in the number 90. Row number 2 is going to find Dylan Yeager in the number 48 machine to the outside. Skylar Brown in the car number 10. Row 3. Mason Hannigan in the 1X to the outside. Austin Simmelman in the number 18. Row number 4. Hunter Connolly in the 8C to the outside. Zach Jurek in the 1. And round out the final row. Row 5, Todd Brandt in the 45. Ryan Sheet in the 10R. And there you have it. 10 cars, 8 laps, top 5 transfer. So half the field are going to the A main. Everybody else is going to go in 2-3 spots to the C or the B main from the other cars, unless they make a decision to have like a 20-car B main field. And I'm understanding that's exactly what they're going to do. There's not going to be C mains tonight. Only one big B main. We're green flag. Heat race 1 underway at Falls. 8 laps, top 5 transfer, and looking quickly at Denny go to the top shelf now. He'll open the door. They're 3 wide for the lead with Yeager and Royer. Royer will now move his way up the outside lane. Here they go. They're going to be side by side, 3 wide again. And now the crossover in the middle lane going to go there for the Tim Sims entry. Up on the outside lane, by the way, thanks to Tim Sims, are one of the sponsors of the Hard Charger Award here for the series. Back straight away they go. Into the corner, 7 in, 6 to go now. Up in front of the machine of Denny and Royer. Yeager down the inside of the green and blue machine, and we got caution on the speedway. Caution is activated here in the heat races. We got a trouble. I believe it's Connolly in the 8C with a problem on the racetrack, and this will put us under yellow flag for the first time here in heat race number 1. And we also have here first Pulse Poppers Fishing Lures instant replay, and yes, it is Connolly in car number 8. A couple of cars got in front of him there. Connolly nowhere to go. Trying to check up on him, getting the flame at 8 one more time. Drove it in there. Had some contact and some help. Got tagged by another car. And, well, that's what happened. And that's why we're under the yellow flag for Connolly. Usually, they keep cautions off in the heat races. But I guess because this is such a small track, to make it more entertaining, the decision was made here to have the cautions on, I guess. We'll try this again. And they come to the flag stand, green flag back in the air. Like I said, those camera angles are very unique the way they show. And we're ready to bring them back on the restart now as they work their way off to the back straightaway, back to 3 on the inside. Yeager there on the bottom of the outside lane is Denny. Denny leads the way, Royer in second. Yeager back on the inside. He'll try to make a run off a turner of 4. Back across the stripe there to 3. Here they come off 4. We're halfway home from the flag stand view. There you see them. We're taking 5. 5 go to the A main, and the other 5 go to the B main later tonight. Denny in the lead, Yeager second, Royer in, Hannigan and Brown right now the top 5 that'll go to the show. Denny will stay up on the outside lane. He'll ride the fluff and the cushion up on the outside lane into 1 and 2. Yeager still creep crawling on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll now clear by Royer. Royer now falling back to 3rd. Hannigan and Brown to follow top 5. Working their way back around turn 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. A 3-car battle and sideways. Couple of cars almost tangle in the back between Brown and Jurek and Connolly. Working off turn 4. Here comes Denny to the line. Yeager can't get him. Checkered flag. And it's Denny taking heat race number 1. Jacob Denny, fast qualifier, and winner of heat race number 1, Jacob Denny. Dylan Yeager will go for the number 2 spot. Finishing in 3rd. James, oh, there you go. Can we show the results real quick? Maybe not. All right, we'll grab them real quickly. Here's your results here real quick. Jacob Denny, the winner in heat number 1. Dylan Yeager, 2nd. Trevor Royer, 3rd. Austin Simmelman and Mason Hannigan, which flip-flop those positions in the back by Skylar Brown, Todd Brandt. Everybody, by the way, from 6th on 10th will go to a B main. So top 5 transfer from, of course, row 1. We're ready for heat race number 2. Gregory Lamy is on the pole in the 99 to the outside. James Tiernan is on the outside of row 1. Row 2, Wade Fields in the 71. Mike Augustine in the number 19. Moving on to row number 3. It's going to be Shane James in the 1J. Bruce Jones in the 17B. Row 4, Cody Terry in 54. Brenton Hobson in the 88. Row 5, Cole Cabry in the 12. Benjamin Hickman in the G6. 10 cars, 8 laps, cautions if need be. Top 5 transfer in. And now I'm understanding now they're going to go now with only 4 to the transfer. So it's 3 heats, top 4 transfer, and then 1 big B main. So they changed it up on me again. Green flag in the air. It's all right. We'll rock and roll. And boy, a bad start there for Tiernan. Tiernan shuffles all the way to the back, and he got turned. Turned by POWRi. Almost tagged by Terry. And no caution. Are you kidding me? They threw a yellow quickly the first time. No caution this go around, and Tiernan just got literally lucky. No issues there, and it was actually Lamy that had the issues first. Lamy and Tiernan were side by side, and Lamy fell all the way to the back. It's right now Tiernan, the man that leads the way in the number 98 machine. James is in second, Fields to third. This is 8 laps. Top 4 transfer in the 410 POWRi non-wing sprint car series. By the way, the POWRi, oh, we got one upside down. I believe it's Jones. It is Mr. Jones and me, and I'm taking a visit to the X-Crossed infield. And we got a flipper, by the way, first flip count of the night, and it's at 1. Look at this, riding the fence. Went up a cushion and got airborne, and quickly your flagman threw the caution. And the flip count now at 1 here tonight at Fairbury for the driver of Bruce Jones in the 17. Let's watch this again. One more time. Oh, my. Looked like he lost it, went nose first, and then just kind of helped him lift off, if you will. And then that's the end exchange on that. So right now, Tiernan leading the way. James Tiernan. Yes, that's a pink and white number 98 machine. Staying out of the top spot. Shane James in second. Wayne Wakefields third. Through the green flag, back up to speed we go at Fairbury. 4 down and 4 to go. Heat race number 2, top 4 transfer, already 3 to go. Tiernan, James, and Fields, I guess they're letting the caution laps count too, which I find very surprising, but that's why they quickly got back to going again. Get these guys some more laps in at speed. 2 to go, and they come to the line. They're at the flag stand now. Here comes Tiernan. Here comes a move on Augustine. Augustine peeking down to the inside of the machine on James. Nothing there yet to run down Tiernan. Tiernan has pulled away, and he's already took the white flag. 3/4 of a lead over everybody else. There he is in his own world on a pink and white 98 machine. From the back straightaway, one more time from the pole. Danny did it in heat number 1, and Tiernan will do it in heat number 2. Checkered flag here at Fairbury. Heat number 2 is going to go to Tiernan. Top 4 transfer again. James Tiernan, Shane James, Mike Augustine, and Wade Fields. 4 cars that go on to the show. Everyone else you'll see in the B main later tonight. Ready to go now for heat race number 3. It's another 8 laps, top 4 transfer. Logan Rumsey on the pole in the 41 to the outside. Rylan Gray in the number 6. Row number 2 is going to find Evan C. from South Carolina in the number 33 to the outside. Craig Silby in the number 7. Row number 3. Behind the pace truck, Keith Bradley, the animal out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the 71K to the outside. Vinny Sansone in the number 80. Row 4 tonight. In heat number 3, final heat's going to find Ernie Williams Jr., the 91, Alex Sarinsky in the number 23, and final row by himself is Sabin Bybant. And Sabin Bybant will be starting in the 9th position of the 29 entries, 10, 10, 9, still top 4, go to the A main, and we've got a hefty 10, 12, 14 car B main coming up next. Heat number 3, ready for the green flag here. At the box, green flag, taking 4, Rumsey, quickly on the start, we're underway. Oh, contact, go! Oh, it's so, man, oh my, it's Gray. Gray and C got to one another. Gray and C, and Gray got upside down. Flip count now at 2. Evan C. and Gray just collided coming off into 1 and 2 in the corner. Evan C. in 33, Rylan Gray, and watch this again on the replay in the front row, and he got airborne, and then he flips it. And the flip count now tonight at Fairbury at 2. Watch it one more time. They were coming to the line to the green flag. I think you're on board with Rylan Gray here. This is going to be fun alongside the leader. Take a look and listen. Yeah. He was there, and then all of a sudden his world turned upside down. Flip count now at 2. We're under caution. I think he's in the pits, done for. Solid black machine of Mr. Evan C. Of course, got into him. Evan C. and Gray got together. Rylan Gray behind the wall. Evan C. will continue on, but that, of course, is Logan Rumsey in the back in black machine there. Look at that. Just solid black. No numbers, no decals. Green. Back out at Fairbury. We're backing away, and it's 8 to go. We'll try this again with now Rumsey and C. Along with Silby and Bradley. There's the transfer spots. 1, 2, 4. Rumsey, C, Silby, Bradley. Sansone on the outside looking in. He's now battling with Bradley for that spot. That's for 4th and 5th going on as we ride on the left front wheel of the Team VLR entry of South Carolina's Evan C. Look at him rim riding. They're going off the corner of the back stretch. Into 3, coming back around off the corner, trying to close in on Rumsey. Rumsey will stay at the bottom of the racetrack, actually in the middle, and now they both go to the inside. Bottom, Speedway, Rumsey there. C right there as well, and you got to look out in the moment because here comes also Silby. One car by his lonesome in the pit area. That's Gray where he got airborne. Halfway home, by the way, in heat number 3. 4 laps down and 4 to go. The VLR entry number 33 leading the way from South Carolina. Of course, Rumsey out in front. There's the second place man of C. Silby and Sansone. Bradley on the outside looking in. Watch him kick that left front wheel off the ground. You see it at dirt tracks across the country when those 410 non-wing sprint cars go to tracks across America with the midgets and the sprints of the real national POWRi series. Green flag goes in the air. One more lap to go here in heat number 3. Taking 4. Rumsey. There he is, Logan Rumsey from the pole. Works off turn 4 to the line. Checkered flag this time by, and he will get it done as he goes to the outside. Almost hits the wall. Checkered flag for Rumsey, and he will take heat race number 3. Quick look at the results of heat 3. Taking 4, Logan Rumsey, Evan C., Craig Silby, and Vinny Sansone. They're going to the A-main. Bradley, Bybit, Sarinsky, Williams, and obviously flip count down with 2 where Rylan Gray got airborne with contact on Evan C. They will go to a B-main right now. The B-main is coming up. Boy, oh boy, that's why I was wondering if there was going to be a C-main and then the B-main, but they said no. This is a B-main only. 17 cars. Here's the lineup. Mason Hannigan on the pole to the outside of the 1X. Cole Cabry in 12. Row 2 is going to find Keith Bradley, the animal of the 71K to the outside. Todd Brandon, 45, row number 3. We'll see Benjamin Hickman of the G6 to the outside. Saban Bobbin in the row 3, row 4. Skylar Brown in the 10. Brenton Hobson in the 88. Row 5, top 10 now. You're going to see the driver of Alex Sarinsky in 23. Zach Jurek in 1. At your top 10, row 6. Cody Tiernan, 54. Ernie Williams Jr., 91. Row number 7. Hunter Conley in the 8C. Gregory Lamy in the 99. Row 8. Rylan Gray. Ryan Sheet, 6 and 10R. And at the tail, Bruce Jones. And by the way, Jones and Gray are the ones that got flipped in the heats earlier. 17 cars. Understanding Conley did not start. So we only have 16. That's still a hell of a lineup for a B-main. 16 cars ready to go. Taking 6 to the A-main. Here we go. Green flag, we're underway. 12 laps, they're going to get up on it and quickly go to the top side. And we're already under caution with Hannigan out in front of the black diamond, number 1X. Yellow flag will wave. We'll find out what happened. We'll re-rack them and restack them as there's the Heat Wave number 10 machine. Heat Wave Designs number 10 with a problem on the racetrack. And Oh my goodness. Skylar Brown, couple other cars turned, tangled, dismayed. Spun, set up, pushed around, and quickly yellow flag out. No laps completed. We'll re-rack, restack, and go again here at Fairbury. Understanding that the caution laps will not count for the B main. No caution laps counting for the B main, which is fine by me. Outside lane, ready to come back. They're going to be tour side, no single file. They're going to be single file. We're going to start this thing over single file. Hannigan ready to hit it off of 4. Green flag in the air. B main. We're taking 6. We're underway. Actually, if it's going to be a 24 car field, we're taking 8. We're taking 8 unless they have 2 provisionals. I don't know about. So it's taking 8 cars. Actually, 8 cars are going to go in, so half the field's going to go. Oh, contact! Hannigan, turned, save, no caution. Hickman, Bradley, Bybit, excuse me, coming through. Cabri to the lead. Cabri up into the top spot. Hickman and Bradley now get back on the top shelf, and they're working around them. Hannigan's going to get back on the high horse again and come back through the field. Right now, he is one of the 8 transfer spots. Cabri, Hickman, Bradley, Hannigan, Bybit, Hobson, Gray, and Jurek. And right now, those 8 cars are going to the A main in the back of the pack. We did 4 heat races, or 3 heat races. Whoa. Coming back around, here they work again off the corner. Bradley, look at Bradley on the inside. Hickman's coming. Hannigan trying to get back up there again. G6. Riding high like a G6 is Hickman up on the top shelf. Hannigan trying to get back around him. On the inside is, of course, the animal, Keith Bradley. Keith Bradley out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. The Brewer trucking entry of Hickman right there with him again as they work their way off the corner. On the top side, Cabri still leads the way. Here's this battle with Hickman and Bradley again going on. Bradley right there on the bottom of the racetrack. A little loose again. They'll hold on and 4 to go. On board now. We got a caution. Yellow flag. We're on board with Benjamin Hickman, but it's all for naught as there's the yellow flag on the speedway. Right, I believe it's in turns 1 and 2, and the caution is out. I think it's the 0-1 machine. I think it's the 0-1 for Jurek. And oh my goodness, flip count now at 3. And that's the biggest one of the night. Jurek. One more look at the CJR entry. Watch this of Jurek. Oh my goodness. And he got wheel hopped, slammed again, and then he's airborne. Wow. And he kept on going too. Pretty cool. Shootout here in the B main. Green, white, checker coming up. When they come to the green, it'll be officially 2 laps to go. Green back out. Here we go. Cabri pulling away in the 12. Bradley behind him and Hickman. Hannigan, Bybit, working their way off of the corner. Here we go. We had 4 transfer from the 3 heats. That was 12. We're taking 8 here, 20 car field for this feature. Back across the line, white flag in the air. 1 more lap remaining. Mr. Cabri will come to the back straightaway. Final time. Checkered flag, and Cabri is going to get it done. Cole Cabri taking the B main. For everybody else, if you're not in the top 8 on back, you're done for. Cabri, Bradley, Hickman, Bybent, Hannigan, Gray, Lamy, and Terry are going to the A main for the 20 car feature. Hobson, Jones, and everybody else in the rest of the rundown. Srensky, Scheidt, Williams, all y'all, thanks for coming. Your night's done. A main feature coming up, 40 laps at Fairbury. We're going to step away. This is the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series. This is iRacing on LSRTV.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
For the LSRTV, feel the roar in Daytona as the field comes to green at the world's center of racing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. Welcome back to Fairbury, Illinois, the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series. I'm your host, Wesley Outland. I'll be back with you for the remainder of the season, as I did have to step away last week for real work. Had some basketball broadcasts going on, but luckily my schedule has it where I will be available for the remainder of the season. I'm looking forward to it. Keith Bradley's created quite an animal here. That's why they call him the animal with this 410 non-wing sprint series sanctioned by POWRi. And by the way, next week, another awesome track. We're going to Cedar Lake, Wisconsin. And understanding that that's actually now been changed to I-55 Raceway, which is another damn pretty cool racetrack. I've been to both before, Cedar Lake, and of course to Peevely, Missouri, to Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. And that is going to be coming up next Thursday night. Thursday night, right here, 8:15 Eastern Time on your home for iRacing on LSRTV. Then we're on to Knoxville. Knoxville's coming. Lernerville, Charlotte, all on the way leading up to the championship finale. Only fitting that it's at Kokomo. Yeah, Kokomo is awesome for sprint cars in real life or reality. Check it out as always, and of course support POWRi Racing. By the way, that is POWRi, POWRi Racing. And you can also follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at POWRi Racing. And their real season cranks up here in a couple of weeks up in the Northeast or the Midwest. And you can follow us at Live Sim Racing, the new LiveSimRacingTV.com, at LSRTV. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is cool. Checker flag is waving. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. I don't mean the race is over. That means practice is over. It is about to be go time, and we're about to go for a 40-lap contest here around Fairbury, American Legion Speedway. It is going to be a good one. Let's get it started. Starting lineup on the pole. By virtue of the heat races, and remember there's the redraw, Jacob Denny is, of course, going to be still the man on the pole. There's no redraw? Is this right? The lineup right, Charles? Okay. Understanding this is the lineup now. I thought there was going to be a redraw, but there's not. Jacob Denny on the pole in the 61J. Fast qualifier, fastest in practice, Heat 1 winner. He's on the pole. To the outside, James Tiernan, 98. Row number 2, we'll find Logan Rumsey in the 41. To the outside, Dylan Yeager in 48. Row number 3, those are your Heat winners, by the way. Shane James in the 1J, Evan C. in the 33. Row 4, Trevor Royer in the 90. Mike Augustine in 19. Row 5, top 10. Halfway through, Craig Silby in the 7. Austin Simmelman in the 18. Row number 6 now, we'll find Wade Fields in the 71. To the outside, Vinny Sansones in the 80. Row number 7, Cole Cabry, the B-main winner in the 12. To the outside, Keith Bradley's in the show. Start 14. Row number 8 is Benjamin Hickman along with Sabin Biden. Row number 9, Mason Hannigan on the 1X, Rylan Gray in the 6. And the final row of 20 starters, Gregory Lamy in the 99 and Cody Terry. And there is provisionals, Britton Hobson and Bruce Jones. 22 drivers will take the green. There's your lineup. And guess what? The lights are off also here at Fairbury. Gonna be a good one. Pace truck peels in. Ladies and gentlemen, Fairbury, American Legion Speedway, coming off turn 4. Green flag, it is showtime! We're underway at Falls. Rumsey quickly on the jump, and 22 virtual members of their kaleidoscope of colors go into orbit around this track. We've already got Calamity and the caution out on lap number 1. Trouble and understanding it's Royer of the 90 car. He was in the middle of the pack in the start, and something went wrong when he zigged and zagged. 90 up, there he is, there's contact. Watch Royer, right there, top side, turned, middle of the pack, missed by Bradley and others. And that is what happened to him here. We'll watch this again on the replay. We're back to our live feed. You saw the replay is what I meant to say. Still a long way to go. By the way, caution laps will not count in this race, and they're quickly not wasting no time already. They're going to go back to the restart. 1 in, 40. Here they come. Back to the restart zone out of turn 4. We're backing away. Green flag. Jones opens up the door now. Here comes Denny, Rumsey, and Tiernan. Rumsey, black car, inside, stand to the bottom, he leads. 3 opportunities being used. Inside, middle, outside. Which lane will work? It is cloudy. You can literally see the cloud cover here. This is daytime conditions at Fairbury. It's just cloudy today. Sun not out, and as I said, you're really going to see a lengthy time before the track will rubber up, and it will have a lot of moisture and tackiness in the racetrack. Obviously, cloud cover on a racetrack does that. The more sun bearing down, beating on the race surface causes it to become dry, slick very fast. Working off turn 4 now. We're lap number 6 out of 40. And we got another caution. Trouble on the speedway. I think it is C this time. Hickman in C, and maybe... Oh, no. Let's find out what happened. We're going to look around. Our crew trying to find the Calamity. I wonder if it's because those cars came to the pit that we mentioned of C. I haven't seen some others one. And no, this is what happened. Flip count now at 4. Oh my goodness, I believe I can fly. I'm stuck up in the fence. That was number 5, by the way. Benjamin Hickman in the 6 car. And that's why we were under the caution flag. Your flip count now is at 4, mind you, if you're keeping count. Flip count now at 4. All right, we'll try this again. We're not done yet. Lap 6 of 40. And currently the man out in front right now is Logan Rumsey. Logan Rumsey, Dylan Yeager, Jacob Denny, Tiernan, James, top 5. Green flag, we're back out at Falls. Quick restart down to the inside of the racetrack is Rumsey. Takes Yeager with him. Denny up on the outside lane. They'll work their way back off of 4. Here they come to the strike. Process of elimination, obviously 22 drivers taking the green flag. 20 making it from the show, 2 provisionals, and they work their way up the outside with Rumsey, the one out in front. Hannigan is there. That's James' correction. There you see the 48 of Yeager. Majula Speed Shop entry, number 48, trying to close in on Rumsey. There's Rumsey. Oh, my goodness, he jumped. He got checked up, and he checked up because somebody was spun in front of him. And that's the 98 machine of the 88 of Hobson. Caution out for Hobson at 88. You see why. Good work on our camera crew to quickly find it. And that's the reason why we're at a yellow flag. Hobson on his own just simply get turned around over there. Understanding he might have had some help. That's what they're saying, possibly. Understanding he might have had some help. We'll take a look at this again, the 88 in the replay. Nobody around him right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, the 54 checked up in front of Hobson. He didn't really help make him spin, but he checked up in front of him. Cody Terry got up and loose in the corner and just stalled in front of Hobson, and that's what caused Hobson to go around. Tiernan, by the way, 30 to go. We're coming back to green. Rumsey outside. Here comes Jaeger. Rumsey for the lead, and they're closing up and behind them. Check up move on the outside lane, and Denny says, excuse me, coming through. He'll go to the outside on his own world. He'll go to the lead. Here comes now Tiernan also on the outside, one of the heat race winners. Denny, Tiernan, Rumsey, your 3 heat winners right now in the top 3. Denny, the man out in front, leading the way. He's dominated all night long. Fastest in practice. Qualified, won heat race number 1. Tiernan won heat 2. Rumsey took heat number 3. Jaeger right there with them. Sylvie James, also fast cars. Simmelman coming back up along with Augustine and Sansone. POWRi top 10. 13 in of this 40-lap event. Look at him willing and dealing. He's got the left front wheeling and most willing and around the corner. Up in the wall goes Tiernan. He's upside down. He's in the fence. Caution out. Tiernan from the penthouse to the outhouse, and it's over for the 98. James Tiernan, one of the top men up in the front earlier, and now his night is done. What heartbreak there for James Tiernan. Look at the replay here. Shades of what happened when the 6 car got up in the fence of earlier tonight's driver of Benjamin Hickman. Top contender of this race. Heat 2 winner, James Tiernan. And we go under the yellow flag. Again. Jacob Denny is the man out in front. Logan Rumsey in second, Dylan Jaeger third, Cole Sylvie, Shane James, Austin Simmelman, Mike Augustine, Vinny Sansone, Cole POWRi, and Skylar Brown. Top 10, we're back to green. Fairbury, rock and rolling. 26 remaining, 6 to halfway, and cautions breed cautions just as fast as we get back to green. The Banana Republic flag flies again, and if you don't know that color, it is YELLOW. And I can spell also. Yellow flag out. And third time, look at this. Oh my goodness. Is that Bradley upside down? It's actually Wade Fields is what I'm being told. Wade Fields the one upside down, the number 71. There's 2 number 71s in the field, by the way. You've got the 071K of Keith Bradley and then the 71 of Wade Fields. And that's the 71 of Wade Fields that just got caught up in a monster gaggle of traffic and then airborne. And by the way, your flip count now is at 5 if you're counting. Or 6, actually. Hell, I lost count. Flip count at 6. Gonna try this again. Understanding lights are off for the pace truck. We're ready to try, but a 25-lap shootout. 5 to halfway in this 40-lap feature. Green flag back out here at Fairbury. Here we go, round and round. Denny on the outside lane. He'll go to the top side. Inside, Rumsey there. Jaeger, 3 wide. Could we see it? Here we go. 3 wide for the lead as they work off 4. Rumsey now in the middle of the lane. The Clown Jokers to the left of me and the right. Clowns. And he's in the middle. Stuck in the middle. Rumsey now clears him. Goes to the outside lane. Rumsey, Denny, Yeager now. Sylvie. We got one spun, one stalled there. Keep on going. He stays out of the bottom of the apron. He's out of harm's way. Will stay green. By the way, we're coming up on halfway this time by 20 down and 20 to go. Rumsey, the man that leads the way. There he is in the black number 41. Solid black entry. Yeager in second. Denny, Sylvie, Augustine, top 5. Simmelman, James, Sansone, Cabri, Bradley. On the top 10, there's Yeager. You're on board with him now in second as he just cleared Denny for that spot, and now he goes to the outside lane. Jumps up in front of the machine, and Denny again to the crossover. Here comes the slider. Crossover, slider, Blanjula speed chomp, entry number 48 down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here he comes again, working up on the top shelf of the race speedway. He rides the fluff now down to the top on the bottom of the cushion. Here he works his way. We got a caution out just after halfway. 19 to go. Caution waves. Caution out. At that time, it's Bradley with problems. Keith Bradley, we had Fields with issues. Wade Fields in 71, the most recent caution, and now it's the 71K of the animal, Keith Bradley from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And his night is done. Next week, we're at I-55 Raceway, Pevely, Missouri. Another bad, awesome track there in the Show Me State. 21 in, 19 to go, just after halfway here on the second half of this race. Wesley Outlet here with you. And the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series round 3 rolls. I rock and roll, I race it on LSRTV. Thursday night, we're back to it again. Rumsey on the inside. Look, it took a little lap or so for them to come back to speed this time of the go around. Yeager now ready to go. He's right there. Rumsey under attack by Yeager. He's running his line. He's following him. He's mimicking his mime. That's his mime around the racetrack, and he's reeling in, taking all that speed away from Rumsey. Yeager coming after him hard. Here comes Denny now. Denny now inside, now goes to the outside, trying to get a run going here on the top side. Working Rumsey off the corner, 15 to go at the line. Here we go. 15 in, 25 in, 15 remain. Rumsey, Yeager, Denny. Look at Yeager methodically reeling in on his prey. One wrong slip by the black 41, and the dark knight's going to become the back knight. Here he comes to the inside. Yeager ready to capitalize. Coming after him down to the inside into 3. Another run. Here he is. You're on board with him on the front camera shot. Yeager just can't seem to shut the door. He opens it. He can't kick the door down yet. Rumsey holding him on. 13 to go, and the caution is out. Right in front of the leaders, it looked like for a second, because Yeager got on the binders, but I don't know what that was about. Maybe he was going to overturn the car. Caution out. Well, there's Tiernan, there's Fields, and there's Bradley. They're already in the parking lot. It's becoming a sprint car junkyard. And we got a flip count again as Bradley got airborne one more time. Oh, my goodness. Keith Bradley fighting hard. Big right rear into the fence, and he rides the wall. He had some help, too. I don't know if you can call that a flip count, though, there, Charles. I don't know if I could say that's officially a flip count. He got airborne, but he didn't flip. So right now, flip count. He flopped. He didn't flip. Exactly. If fish out of water, a flip-flop, yeah. He flopped. So flip count still at 6. Yeah, wibble and wobble. There you go. And we're back to green. 12 to go, by the way. A dozen laps remain here at Fairbury in this 40-lap feature. Rumsey, Yeager, Denny, 1, 2, and 3. They're on the top side now, working off 4. Yeager now trying to change up lanes, go to the inside of the racetrack. As still, Denny will stay right there with him. Denny and Augustine hooking up with one another. Everybody else on the outside looking in. By the way, process of elimination. Cars are dropping off like flies. Working their way around the racetrack. Laps winding down. We're 30 in and 10 to go. Working through traffic. Lap traffic closing in on the leaders. Rumsey, the man out in front. There's the number 19 machine of Augustine. Augustine trying to hold off the likes of Simmelman and James for 5th and 6th on the racetrack and 8 to go. Design's entry coming after him. That's James and Simmelman. And the 48 now of Yeager. Yeager one more time trying to come after him. He's on the inside of the racetrack. Boy, he just gets so close. Reels in more and more on Rumsey, and then quickly Rumsey shuts the door and pulls away, if you will, not a half a second. Cut the lead again to 200ths of a second, and then all of a sudden Yeager falls back again by half a second or more. Working their way back around off the corner. Look at Yeager. Yeager's got better opportunity to run down Ramsey in the corners. Rumsey strong on the straightaways. 5 to go. This time by, it'll be 4 to go at Fairbury. We're down to the stretch. There's them orange stripes. That means they're in turn 4. 4 laps to go. Rumsey, Yeager, Denny. The way they won their heat races, mind you, just flip-flop the spots. Denny was the fast man all night long. He's fallen back to 3rd. Rumsey and Yeager going at it, moving by more lap traffic. Bybin, Terry, lap down, 3 to go. 2 to go at the line this time by for Rumsey. Rumsey will stay out in front. He leads the way right now. No one jumping him in out of it. Yeager, can he try to take advantage of lap traffic on Rumsey to win this thing? Here they come to the line. The CRN 1 to go. White flag in the air. Follow all details at wearecrn.com. We got baseball tomorrow. Final time around at Fairbury. And Logan Rumsey, one more shot by Yeager on the inside. He can't get there. Lap car is a pick. Rumsey's gonna win it, and Yeager's in the wall. Checkered flag. Logan Rumsey will win. Dylan Yeager eats the concrete. Will come back to finish 2nd. Denny 3rd. Augustine and Simmelman the top 5 here at Fairbury. Wow, wow, wow. Logan Rumsey picking up the win. Oh, my. Here is your unofficial results for the POWRi Racing 410 Non-Wing Sprint Series, round number 3 tonight at Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Logan Rumsey will pick up the win over Dylan Yeager. Jacob Denny will settle for 3rd. By the way, they were the heat race winners here tonight. Mike Augustine 4th, Austin Simmelman in 5th, Shane James, Craig Silby, Gregory Lamy, Cole Cabry, Vinny Sansone, your top 10. Trevor Royer, who brought out the first yellow, comes back to finish 11th. Mason Hannigan is 12th. Bruce Jones stays on the lead lap, but he had to fight for it because they were right after him at the checkered flag. Cody Terry and all the other cars in the lineup a lap down or more are off track. Cody Terry 14th, Saban Bennett Bybent 15th, Bradley, Gray, Fields, Tiernan, Hobson. And the rest of the rundown includes Benjamin Hickman and Evan C. Flip count tonight at Fairbury was 6. We are going to step away and pay some bills, and when we return, we'll have an interview with our top 3. Logan Rumsey holds off Yeager. Wild finish here at Fairbury. This is iRacing on LSRTV. We wrap things up in a moment. Welcome back to the land of Lincoln, Fairbury American Legion Speedway. This is iRacing on LSRTV. Round number 3, of course, the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series. What a show they put on, and we're going to grab a word here in just a few moments with the driver of, again, Dylan Yeager. Just tried so hard, but when it's said and done, Jacob Denny, the man in black, getting the win in the 41. We'll holler them in here in just a moment. And, of course, Logan Rumsey and the overall winner. But right now, Jacob Denny, will talk to you for third. Jacob, the take of the race, it was interesting, it was exciting, it was fun. Heat race winners, all three of you are, and it seemed like y'all were the 3 strongest cars to beat. And to be honest, I would have had my picks on you, Jacob, because you were kind of running the table before this feature. You fall back to third, your take of the race, and tonight on the podium. Jacob, we're not hearing you, buddy. Do you have a copy? Jacob Denny. Jacob Denny, do you have a copy? Okay, I believe we're having some type of a... We're having some type of an issue trying to connect with... Charles, can you hear me? I can't hear anything from anybody. Let's try this again. Jacob Denny, do you have a copy, buddy? We're not hearing Jacob Denny for some reason. All right, so something's going on. We're not being able to get Jacob Denny. I don't know what's going on. So we're going to try to see if we can get him fixed, and we're going to go now to the runner-up of the race. Dylan Yeager. Dylan, you got a copy in the booth?
Yes, sir.
There you go, man. Runner-up of the race is Dylan Yeager. Majula Speed Shop entry 48. You come so close, Dylan. Hit the wall coming. That just shows you how hard you were trying to run down, obviously, the proverbial winner, Logan Rumsey. But, man, you're taking the race and finishing second. Strong run tonight.
Yeah, track was pretty locked down there. It was just that, that enter middle and then cut down in 1 and 2, and then that big slider in 3 and 4 for a majority of the race. So, I mean, I just tried to force him into a mistake, and it didn't really happen until, that last corner where, it was just too little too late. But, starting fourth, I wish I qualified on the right line. I went bottom in 3 and 4, and that was not the move. It was super greasy qualifying on the bottom in 3 and 4. So, just wish I could have gotten another qualifying lap, and, just for what it's worth, we'll take a second place.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll tell you what, great race, and you guys put on. And is it suffice to say Fairbury just provides awesome racing with these 410 non-wing sprints? Was it fun out there racing it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it suits my personal driving style a lot. I'm more of a guy that likes to go to the bottom. I don't really like gripping the top at all, and in any cars it kind of stresses me out. So I stick to catfishing around the bottom, and it was pretty good here tonight. I kind of wish that it was a little bit lower. I tried it a couple times and I just pushed tight, but this track definitely it was racy at the start. I mean, towards the end of the feature you get a little locked down, but for the majority of the night the track was good, and they did a good job with it tonight.
On next week to I-55 Raceway, Cleveland, Missouri. Your take of what that's going to be like? That should be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a big question mark for everybody. I have no idea how it's going to end up. I just hope it's not going to end up being locked down right around the top, like a lot of other tracks are. But we'll put in the time, we'll run our laps, and kind of get more of an expectation on what to expect, for next week.
All right, buddy, before we let you go, thank your sponsors. Good run tonight.
Yeah, man, gotta thank Majula Speed Shop, CFM Esports, GA Cinematography, Bighorn Taxidermy, Toter's Isle Frenchies. Gotta thank y'all for the broadcast, and POWRi for putting this whole thing on.
When it's all said and done, of course, it is the man there of a second spot for Dylan Yeager, the 48 machine. All right, let's try this again. before we grab Logan Rumsey. Jacob Denny, broadcast booth. You got a copy? Oh, yeah, that is. I think you're trying to fix your. I think the robots are talking to you right now, but definitely a concerted effort being made trying to get Jacob Denny. So, Jacob, thank you, buddy. It sounds like we're doing. What do they call it? The SOS signal, if you will. So, Morse code. That's the word. Morse code. Unfortunately, whatever he's saying in Morse code, I can't understand it. So, but hey, props to Jacob Denny, man. Good job for him. Third place on the podium. Victory lane we go. Logan Rumsey. Man, what a strong run for you. Won your heat race, won heat number 3. Strong car, look good. You go on and you win here tonight. Congratulations to you at Fairbury.
Yeah, thank you. We finally put the whole night together. We qualified good. Held off Evan in the heat race, and there in the feature, I just wanted to get to the lead really early because I knew that line Dylan was talking about, the cut down 1 and 2, big slider 3 and 4. I knew that was going to be fast, so I just tried to get to that line, and once I got there, all I had to do was run it for the whole 40 laps, and I knew Dylan wasn't really going to be able to do much unless I really messed up.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was really great race, and you know, it's. The race itself did not disappoint, but with you having to obviously not go through the invert, you won your heat, you're able to start at the front, and you're able to go and get quickly to around the fast guy. Obviously, Denny was fast all night long, but, you know, in a pretty good starting spot. Did that help you feel, in being there at the end to win the race and stay out of the snake's patch, all the trouble in the back?
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to start in the back of these, especially at Fairbury. It was hard to pass that then. I can't imagine being in the back. They're trying to pass at the end of the race, so just getting to the lead early, that was definitely the key moment there.
All right, man. Well, listen, a big win for you, obviously. And before we do let you go, I do want you to thank your sponsors. And coming up next week, I-55, POWRi, different race and surface, obviously, than Fairbury here tonight. It's a different track in its own character. Your take going there and what we're going to see here in the next couple of weeks. And thank your sponsors also in the Segway.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good track. The top has a lot of banking. The whole track has a lot of banking, so bottom and top should be really good. But we could see an update with how the tracks form, so that could be good. And yeah, I just got to thank everyone at Team TCM and Wade for putting up the race, and you guys are broadcasting it. It's real fun every week.
Well, buddy, thank you very much. Congratulations to you. And when it's all said and done, of course, the driver of Logan Rumsey. One more question. I'll let you go, Logan. Why the solid black car, buddy? All these other guys have got wrap jobs and decals and numbers. I mean, I like the stealth black look, but where did it come from?
I was actually trying to work on the paint for tonight, and I just didn't really feel like finishing it. So I think we'll have one for next week.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations to you. Hey, wait, well, congratulations, the man in black, the Dark Knight for the POWRi 410 Non-Wing Sprint Series. Of course, Logan Rumsey getting it done here tonight at Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Tonight did not disappoint, as I said. It was a fun time. It was a good race. If you ever get a chance in real life to go to Fairbury, check it out. We could not do it without the thanks of Elite Performance Industries, Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators, and Indy Race Parts, all being a part of sponsorship for the POWRi 410 Non-Wing Sprint Series every Thursday night. 3 rounds down, on to round 4 next Thursday. We are at POWRi, Missouri at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Should be a good one. We'll be live at 8:15 Eastern Time next Thursday. And again, thanks to those sponsors. By the way, check out POWRi Racing. That's POWRi, POWRi Racing on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, at LSRTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, the new LiveSimRacingTV.com. And we hope you've enjoyed tonight's coverage. In the production truck, as always, Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten for Rocket Media and LSRTV. For everybody, including the promoter of the series, Keith Bradley, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations again to Logan Rumsey, winner tonight at Fairbury. Be good to one another. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Thursday.